So this is the second part of the K-2 distance learning tutorial on Spark. We're going to scroll further down on the K-2 distance learning page, past the Google Communities, to take a look at some of the resources that have been specifically designed for the K-2 educators. If you open up the kindergarten resources at the top, you'll see a few things. There is a sample 5-day plan, the planning framework tool, which is just a 5-day planner, distance learning links with digital resources to support language and math planning, and oral language activities provided to you by the speech language pathologists. I already shared a little bit about the framework with you when we looked at the sample Google site in the first video, so we're going to click on the distance learning links instead. The links that you see here are an annotated list. However, the links provided have been carefully selected to maximize the quality of learning for your students for those 5 hours per week. The nice thing is that many publishers have already waived copyrights or are offering free access to their resources, such as Mathology, which you'll see in this section as well. So please take time to check out this list. There are very, very valuable resources in here. Once you know what your literacy and math goals are for learning for that day or for the whole week, this is a great list just to come back to and strategically choose a resource that suits what you're teaching. But you'll certainly find a lot that is offered in here, some that you'll be familiar with that we already have offered in the school, and some that might be new. So it's a great time to check something out and learn about a new resource to support your students. So I do hope you take the time to check out the distance learning page. Take a look at the sample plan as well as the oral language activities. There is one for every day. Um, and the resources are really intended as suggestions and supports, but you can certainly use your professional judgment about how much or how little um, you want to use this for your planning. Before I sign off here, I just wanted to share some things to consider while planning here for you to see by clicking as I scroll down on considerations for planning. So you'll have a chance to kind of look at some of these questions. The goal of distance learning is just not to add to the stress of families and educators, but to maintain structure and routine for learning. So when we're thinking about the things we are planning for students, we certainly want them to be engaged, but we don't want to overwhelm them or create a stressful learning environment at home because we know that home right now may have already enough stressors. Your students will be so thrilled just to know that you're thinking about them and are still very much a part of their learning and just reaching out to them. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at any time. We are all learning at this time together, and I'm happy to support you to support your students as well. Take good care. Let me know if I can help out in any way.